Hey guys, Oblivion903 here once again, and this is part 6 of my Hyrule Warriors playthrough. This one is called Lake Hylia. I'm going to get right into this one now. I'm going to be using the Sheik for this level. And I'm going to go with this weapon as it's slightly better in terms of stats. And I'm going to get right into this mission now. This bit is a bit of a backstory to what went on in the previous parts in case...
Mountain to rescue Princess Ruto. There, she subdued the Goron chieftain, Darunia, who had temporarily lost his senses. Upon freeing Princess Ruto, however, Impa was shocked to learn the reason for the conflict between the Zora and Goron people. The ancient water temple was teeming with monsters that poured from the Gate of Souls. What's more, the monsters were apparently led by Princess Zelda herself. Hoping to make sense of this disturbing revelation, Impa and her newfound allies journeyed to Lake Hylia. When they arrived, they were greeted by a Zelda seemingly consumed by evil.
Right, so I'm going to get straight into this mission now. Just going to click Start Battle. Right, so let's get to it. Like I said, this one is set in Lake Hylia. And let's see how this one goes. Hopefully this one is slightly easier than the last mission. That one caused me a lot of trouble. Probably the hardest one that I've actually done so far. So fingers crossed I have a bit of a slightly easier ride on this one. But first things first, I'm just going to head over here into the first section with the enemies. As you can see, the map isn't actually as big as it has been in previous ones. So hopefully this won't be too bad. Right, so as you can see on screen it said that Zelda's forces lost morale due to the Hyrulean forces. If you didn't skip over the little backstory introduction bit, you'll know that Zelda has appeared, however she does seem consumed of evil. For you veteran Zelda fans or anyone who's generally a fan of the series will probably know the reason why that is the case, and why all cannot be as it seems. Right, got rid of that guy, thankfully, because he was quite difficult actually. Just going to grab that, and then I'm just going to sort of take out any more groups of enemies that I can see. And then I'm going to move on to the next section. As you can see, the objective up at the minute is to rescue Princess Ruto. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Once I take out a few more of these, get a few more kills up. We're going to quickly help Impa out here. Just take this tough enemy out, and then I'll be moving on towards the objective marker. Right, so that's about all the difficult ones taken care of. There's one more here, quickly get rid of him. And right, now I'm going to head down towards the objective marker, as I said. I need to rescue Princess Ruto. There's some of the Zalfors here which are attacking Ruto. So I'm going to try and get rid of them as quickly as I can. I don't want Princess Ruto taking too much damage if I can help it. Right, so that seemed to clear it out just a little bit. Still got this as Zalfor to take care of. Just going to quickly take these ones out, and hopefully that should be Princess Ruto rescued, and then we can move on to the next section of the mission. And there's also an outpost captain here which I want to take care of as well, just to stop the enemies respawning in this area. Right, there we go, that's it taken care of. Let's grab that there, the bomb power up. I'm going to grab this as well. Get rid of the last of these Zalfors, and let's see what happens after that. Right, going to grab these couple of hearts. There we go, mission's been successful. Rescued Princess Ruto. Going to continue killing these groups of enemies just until the next mission pops up on the screen. Right, so now we've got to escort Ruto to the lakeside keep. So basically I'm just going to follow her wherever she's going and just protect her from all the enemies. Right, so I've got 40 kills there. which is pretty good. Actually going to run over here and grab these couple of bits there. And there's a Zalfos here. Need to take care of him. She doesn't seem to be advanced at the minute, so I'm assuming I need to take out some more enemies before she'll do so. Right, so Sheik's strong attack seems to be pretty slow, so I'll probably be sticking to the weaker attacks. It seems to be quicker. She just sort of delay a bit when you do that, unless you're in a combo. It seems to work pretty well, like so. It's not bad at all. But Princess Ruto hasn't seemed to move anywhere yet, so I'm just going to take out some more enemies just to sort of clear the path, and then hopefully she'll start moving soon. Right, now she's moving. So what I'm going to do is follow her and just go basically wherever she goes and try and stop her taking as much damage as I can. Right, so here we go. Now we're in the Lakeside Keep. To be honest, she didn't really need much escort. It was only around the corner. But apparently she needed it. But anyway, that's done. So now I'm going to try and take out all these enemies to make the keep boss appear. And then move on to the next bit once I've captured this keep. Right, there's still quite a few enemies in here. They seem very thinly spread out though, so it's quite a slow process trying to get this meter down to make the keep boss appear, but hopefully a few more enemies should do the job. That's quite a good move, that. That does quite a lot of damage. Right, so the keep boss has now appeared. There he is, going to quickly take this guy out. Right, there we go, got rid of him, captured the Lakeside Keep, which hopefully should mean we can progress. The mission's successful, so we should be able to move on to the next bit now. Right, so the lake's been drained, which I assume means we can now move on to this next bit under the lake. Just going to grab these bits here. And let's move on. Let's try and figure out which side we've got to go in. Right, so now we've got to advance into the water temple. So we're going to head back around here. Now we're going to take out these enemies here. There is a big paw as well. There's two big paws. So I'll get rid of these. Right, use my special attack. It's quite a good move. And hopefully should be able to take these guys out quite quickly. They are actually quite tough enemies, these big paws. So I don't want to leave them hanging around doing damage to all my forces. And especially the people like Ruto and Impe. I don't want them taking much damage, as I believe if they die, the mission will fail. So I want to try and get rid of these stronger enemies as quickly as I can. I'm going to use my strong attack again, as it worked quite well last time in defeating these big paws. It took their health down quite a bit. Right, just be a couple more attacks and this big paw should be taken care of. Right, there we go, got rid of that. I'm going to grab this heart. And then I'm going to move down into the water temple now. Just going to take out any enemies I get in my way along the way. And then I'm going to be heading into this now. Right, so it looks like the door's locked. Right, so now we're sort of trapped in this central hall. Basically, I think I'm going to have to just take care of a lot of these enemies, and hopefully the door should open up once I've defeated these main bigger enemies in the game, such as the Zalfos and the big paws. You need to watch out for the eye as well. That seems to do quite a lot of damage if you get hit by it, so need to try and avoid that at all costs. But I got a new objective here to open all the floodgates and rescue Ruto. But it'd be much easier if I can get rid of these enemies, so that's what I'm going to do first. Right, there we go, leveled up again. I think it's the second time I've leveled up already in this level, which is pretty cool. The good thing about it, it gives all my health back as well, which is definitely needed. Right, give me my special attack, get rid of this big group of enemies. I'm going to get rid of this big paw as well. I think he should be defeated now. going to grab anything that he's dropped. And that's pretty much it for the big enemies. So now I'm going to take out this outpost captain. Also try and figure out how to open these floodgates. Right, that's the outpost captain taken care of. I'm going to quickly avoid this laser as it's heading towards me. I'm going to move down here, and hopefully this should be the sort of area where the floodgates need opening. And I can use my special attack once more. 42 kills, it's not bad at all. I'm going to get rid of this outpost captain to make things a little bit easier on us. Right, so there we go. Now we've got our own outpost captain, so we're going to take out these enemy forces. It should be much easier now. Right, then we're going to continue on. Basically, I'm just going to go around and just try and just take out all the enemies and basically just figure out how to open the gates. Right, so that's that big paw taken care of. Get rid of this outpost captain as well. Once again, means that our enemies will spawn here instead of theirs. Just going to get rid of this guy as well. And that should be pretty much it for about all the big enemies in this area. So I can start opening the floodgates, hopefully. Right, last couple of hits should get rid of him. There we go, got rid of him. And now I'm going to try and figure out how to open these gates. It hasn't become very obvious so far how we do that. Right, and apparently Ruto is in trouble. Unfortunately, there's not a great deal I can do at this moment in time. I basically have to just lump it until I get there and save the day. But that's the outpost captain taken care of there. There is a summoner here though who will keep spawning more of these enemies. So I'm basically going to get rid of him as quickly as I can. Right, so that looks like one of the levers that will open the floodgates. So I need to try and get that. As you can see, we have found the floodgate switch. So I need to capture the SW room, which will allow us to do that. And the same rule applies to all the other keys. Basically, just try and get rid of as many enemies as we can. When the key boss appears, then we can take him out and that will capture the room. Right, so we've got leveled up again. 3 times in a row now, that's pretty cool. But the key boss has appeared, so I'm going to quickly take this guy out. And that will capture the room and hopefully open this floodgate. Right, there we go, yeah, that worked. Right, so that's one of them open. And then I'm going to head up here and basically I think that they are the 4 sort of around the outer edges of this area. So I've done one of them. But I've cleared the area of quite a lot of the enemies, so it should make getting them a lot easier now. Right, so I'm going to run up here, and this should be hopefully where the next one is. Right, this is the west room. As always, same rule applies. Right, so a Skulltula has appeared on the map. But as I explained in the last video, I'm basically not going to be touching any of them. I'm going to be leaving all hundreds undone when I finish the game. I'm going to go back and I'm going to try and do a whole walkthrough with the locations of all of them. So that should be pretty cool. And one that, if you're playing the game, obviously at a later date, you can just refer to that guide for the specific locations of each one. Because there's some of them you can only get in free mode. There's a few Skulltulas there per level. And depending on what character you use, depending on whether you can get it or not. So obviously I'll be showing you exactly where they all are, so you can hopefully get them when you play through the game. But for now, I don't want to miss any off and make it really confusing trying to figure out which ones are which. So that's why I'm actually going to leave them all to the very end of my walkthrough, just to make things a bit easier in the long term. And it should make things a little bit easier to figure out where everything is. Because like I said, you can just sort of click on the one you want and it will just take you directly to that part of the video. But I'm going to head back and open the other 2 floodgates now. And now that I've pretty much cleared the area. Right, so nearly at the third one now. Just going to quickly run into there and do that. As you can see, this is pretty much where the only area is that the enemies are. And there's not too many enemies kicking about the actual main part of the building. But I was going to use my special attack because that should bring us very close to the keep boss being there. There we go, only a couple more kills and we should have the keep boss. So this one should open up pretty quickly. There we go, the keep boss has arrived. I'm going to quickly pick up this heart though, just get back to full health. There he is there, just going to quickly take this guy out. These really aren't hard at all. There we go, got rid of him. The next floodgate is opened. And right, I think that is all of them. Right, yeah, the floodgates are open. So I'm going to take up this outpost captain. And then we should pretty much just be able to go and rescue Princess Ruto. So we should be able to do that in a minute. I'm going to go and take out this keep though, just while I'm here. Might as well capture all the bases and make things a lot easier for us. Because there'll be a lot less enemies spawned in these areas. Right, there's a lot less enemies in this area as opposed to the other ones. But hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer and the keep boss should be here. And then we'll take him out and all will be well. But right, the Hyrulean forces have took control of the temple keep, face keep. Which is good. So we seem to be doing pretty well in this mission. This one's a lot easier than the last one that I did, the Death Mountain one. That was definitely the hardest mission that I came across so far in the game. I did actually fail a few times, but I did edit that out. Yeah, it was pretty hard. But one that I was so glad to do, I was so relieved. But this one's been just nice to do as it's been a lot easier. But is that a treasure chest? Yeah, it is. So I'm going to quickly open this and then go ahead and rescue Princess Ruto. Right, so I've got a heart container, a piece of heart. Collect 4 of these will increase your maximum hearts by 1. So obviously if I get more of them, then I will get more life. Or pretty much the same as it works in the other Zelda games. Pretty much the same concept applies. Right, I'm going to head through here towards where I believe Princess Ruto should be. I'm going to take out this gatekeeper. I imagine this will open the gate which will allow us to rescue Princess Ruto. Another easy enemy. There we go, the central hall's open. There is a Lizalfos there. And a lot of other enemies seem to be coming out of this area. Right, didn't get rid of him. So I've saved Princess Ruto and obtained the Mirror of Truth. So basically I'm going to take out this Lizalfos now. And go and see Princess Ruto. And hopefully, right, she's fled the battlefield. Hopefully there's not too much more we've got to do. So the defeat conditions have changed. So basically I think we're getting into the final section of the mission, which is to defeat Zelda. I know it says you've got to defeat Zelda, but like I said, anyone that is a Zelda fan will know that it's not necessarily what it seems. So things are still good in the Zelda world. Right, so the Mirror of Truth has revealed a hidden passageway which will obviously allow us to the area where Zelda is. As you can see, she is just in front of us, along with a load of other enemies. Right, so here we go, this is the boss of the level. This is Princess Zelda. Right, Zelda is also summoning King Dodongo, so we've got Zelda, King Dodongo, and Big Paws to take care of. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty full room. But I believe the Dodongo might be dealing with my forces. So basically, I am on a time scale, and I need to try to take Zelda out as quickly as possible because basically, if King Dodongo or anyone else takes out my forces, the mission will be over. And I really don't want that. I need to try and get this done as quickly as I can. I'm going to use my magic as well. This gives me an increased amount of damage. It makes things a little bit faster. And I'm a bit more powerful. I'm going to use my special attack as well, as it should be increased power as well. Which should hopefully do a lot more damage. There we go, I've stunned Zelda. So this attack should hopefully do quite a bit of damage. She's down to about half health now. I need to try chase her back into this room. And I continue my assault on her. Like I said, I need to do this as quickly as possible so my forces don't get overrun and I fail the mission, because it will happen. It's a pain in the ass and it's something I don't want to deal with if I can help it. I'm going to use my special attack again. Hopefully this will do a bit more damage to her. Not actually too much. Right, so both of my allies are in danger, which isn't good. I know she said she requires some aid, but basically I need to get this done as quickly as I can. I don't have much of a choice about it. I will fail. If I go back in there and try and help, I probably will fail. So I need to just concentrate on Zelda, because I believe once I do this, the mission should end. So it's basically a race against time. Right, so she's fleeing. Hopefully that means that we're going to be okay. We're so close into this battle now. I really don't want to lose this one. Are we going to be able to pull it off? I said we are so close now. Right, Daruna has reached the mine keep. Hopefully we've still got a bit of life left in us. Right, there we go. I think we got rid of Zelda, so that should complete. Right, so there we go. The Mirror of Truth has actually revealed Princess Zelda to be weak. And there we go, folks. Like I said, all isn't what it seems. For any of you Zelda fans out there will probably know that was the case, and Sheik is actually Princess Zelda. Right, so that is the end of the mission. Actually, a longer clear time than some of the other missions that I've done, but that one felt a lot shorter, and I believe at the terms of where we are in the video, actually is a lot shorter than they normally are. But I didn't do too bad there. I got some more weapons for my characters there. I'll have a look at them later, as well as some more materials. Right, let's see what we've got next. So I've completed this part, Death Mountain, Lake Hylia, which are both from the Ocarina of Time. And I've still got 2 more levels to do, the Twilight Field and Skyloft. So I imagine after Twilight Field there'll be another level, and same with Skyloft, obviously from the Twilight Princess game and Skyward Sword, I believe. So I'm going to have them to do next, so probably in part 7 I will be starting the Twilight Field. So I'm going to conclude this video here, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've absolutely loved this series so far. This game's absolutely fantastic. And I just want to say a big thank you for all the support that I've received from you guys so far. Each and every one of you fans and all the guys at the network have been absolutely fantastic with the support that you guys have given me. It's been great, and it's really inspiring me to keep on going with this series. I'm basically trying to find any opportunity I've got to make another video for you guys. It's absolutely fantastic, and once again just want to say thank you. And hopefully I will see you guys very, very soon in part 7, where I will be tackling the Twilight Field. Until then, guys, bye for now.